Congratulations. So you're ambidextrous now, right? Like, so you can use your non-dominant hand, your dominant hand equally well, completely smoothly, right? No. Well, actually, I'm not so far off. So for me, super concrete, for the last 4 weeks, have had to learn how to become left-handed when I'm naturally right-handed. But learn how to write with my left hand. What if I told you how to do that? Well, a couple months ago, I actually put that challenge out there. I got a lot of responses back, like, yeah, no. A few people actually took me up on it, and even the people who did said, yeah, that lasted about 5 minutes, writing with my non-dominant hand. Not gonna do that. And so why is that? Well, one, we are doing so many things we are unaccustomed to doing right now that we're not gonna intentionally take on one more thing. Clear, fair. But the other thing is, we like being smooth, being efficient, being fast, being confident and competent at everything we do. Of course we do. We love being in our comfort zone, being in our expertise as much as we can. We love this. Except here's the thing, when I say, have you become ambidextrous, you may not have learned how to write with your non-dominant hand like I've been doing for the last 4 weeks, but you've been doing the equivalent over and over and over. Think about what your comfort zone was 6 months ago, in the way that you ran your business, in the way that you communicate with people, in the way that you pull your team together, maybe even in the way that you define how your team is valuable and what good looks like, what a win is defined by, right? All of these things have changed. All of the things that we just didn't think about before are now right here front and center in our consciousness. I never thought about what my shoulder was doing most of the time and most of days a few months back. Now I am aware of it all the time. I am aware as I'm writing something about every little micro movement all the way up my arm because it's new. So here's the thing, I'm not gonna need to stay left-handed for the rest of my life. This will come to an end, and what you're doing too is not gonna be forever, but look how you have grown. So let's just take a minute, if you would, to reflect. Like, take a minute by yourself after this video, take a minute with your team, take a minute with your family, and just rattle off what are all the things that you now can do pretty smoothly that a few months ago, frankly, you were a little freaked out about, or it was just uncomfortable and awkward and messy. And a few months before that, you wouldn't have even considered doing. Right? We adapt. We are learners. Whether we seek it out or not, sometimes life kicks us out of that comfort zone like we've all been in the last 6 months, and we learn anyway. We adapt anyway. For many of us, just when we figured out things like Zoom, right? Freaky in the beginning, now we don't even think about it and we're bored of it. Now, as we come back to work with masks on, a whole new learning curve is beginning, right? As kids go back to school, as people come back to an office setting, I just did my first live training in 6 months today, like this. Now, a whole new way of communicating when we were used to and never even thought about using a whole face to communicate, a whole face to understand another person. Now we have to learn to do it like this. Once again, kicked out of our comfort zones. This too, we will learn. This too, we will build muscles for. This too will pass. Meanwhile, you are growing. Your team is growing in depth, in ability, in capacity, in flexibility, faster and stronger than you know. Keep noticing, keep calling it out, keep measuring progress, and keep being patient with yourself. You are becoming ambidextrous in more ways than you think. Celebrate it, call it, define it as a win, and keep doing that over and over. Of all that's going on, find what's good, find how you're growing, find how you're getting stronger, and find what's possible out of it. So much more than you think, so much more than we talk about, so much more than we even know. You got this. Go.